quick, simple, easy summer hairstyle, I got you. Keep watching this video. If you are a natural curly girl like me, you may want to begin with stretched hair. Now, you don't have to, but it makes this process go by much faster and much simpler. So what I'm doing is stretching my hair. I don't fully stretch my hair with the blow dryer, and I totally almost forgot to start back recording. I have two sections in the front of my head, and I'm beginning to start my braids going straight back. Now I'm parting my hair, okay, without any mirror, so I don't know what's going on back there at all. But this goes to tell you that every part doesn't have to be perfect because ain't nobody gonna see the back of this head anyways. You about to cover it up, okay? So just make sure you have parts where you can braid your hair in cornrows to the scalp straight to the back of your head. And you want to keep doing this until you achieve about maybe 5 or 6 braids. You don't want them to be lumpy wumpy because you don't want your scarf or whatever you use to cover it up to be lumpy wumpy, but you want to make sure it's decent to your scalp, okay? I'm now cleaning up the second part on the opposite side, and this is so I can begin my cornrows on the opposite side of my head and the back. Now, I like to do one side of my head, then the other side, and the last thing I do is the center. And this is because I like to make sure that whatever's in the center is my spacing so that I can determine where the front part of my hair is. And why am I still braiding this braid? I instantly always feel like the very last braid takes the longest time to do. And my arms be hurting and ready to fall off. But the last braid also ends up being the cleanest braid. But it seems like it takes forever to get down to the bottom. And you guys don't worry about your parts because it's going to be covered up. And once this thing is ready, fully braided, you can gather that up in the back if I can talk, okay? And just stick it together. You can use a pin, which I have a bobby pin, and that's showing my age because I use a bobby pin and I love a bobby pin, but they work and they are out the way. Now we can get to these two sections. These two sections are the most important, but before you get to these two sections, you want to take whatever scarf you're going to use, whatever thing you're going to use to cover up the back, and put it on the back of your head. Now, we all have a favorite utensil that we use to put a curl in our hair, okay? So I use my flat iron. It's not a regular flat iron. Don't remember where I got it from, but it kind of has a swivel in it to put the curl in your hair for you so that you don't have to work hard to go against the flat iron being just flat to put a curl in there. I only do one pass because as y'all can see, I still have a little postpartum in the front of my head from where it was shedding, so I have to skip some spaces, and therefore I'm only doing one pass on my head. But if you don't have any postpartum shedding or any areas of your hair that you are concerned about, then you can curl your hair like you desire to curl your hair with whatever utensil you have. And I'm not using any extra tension because, like I said, I'm being very gentle with the front of my hair. As you guys can see, I am literally following through with my finger to finish the curl being formed, okay? This is something that is not going to last you 7 days, okay? This is something that's going to get you through whatever event, whatever outing that you are going to do during that day. So you may want to have some pins to pin the curls up if you want to keep them fresh for the next day, or you can follow this up with a second freshening if you want to keep this style. Okay, it is carefree, it is given spring, it is given summertime. Now, just for you guys, if you would like to see more simple styles for your hair, whether you are natural or not, go ahead and click that subscription. Join this Eternal Child Beauty tribe. and stay tuned for more videos. Hit that notification bell